little bit of gas. Keep going mate. Off again. And then go on, don't worry about the chicane, just keep going down. Stay into the right. Off the power, just a touch of brake. There we go. Down one gear. And then stay to the right, little bit of gas. And then through towards the inside yellow, little bit of gas. There we go, and then out towards the right, a bit more power. Stay to the right, off the power, roll through towards the left, and a little bit of gas. On the gas now, back over towards the left. Up again, and then a little bit of brake, a little bit more. There we go, off the brake, roll to the right, a little bit of gas, back to the left, building on the power. Through towards the left. And then roll to the left in between them blues, on the gas in between the yellows, stay into the left. Stay left, a little bit of brake, a little bit more, remember we go over to the right here, then over to the left between the blues, a little bit of gas, and then off the power down to second. Over towards the left, a little bit of gas, back to the right, and then on the power, up again, keep going, keep going, keep going, and then onto the brakes, bit more brake, down one, off the brake, over towards the right, and then on the gas. Nice mate. Up again. Nice. Lovely. And then a little bit of brake. Lovely. Down one. And then through to the inside yellow. A little bit of gas. And then out towards the right. A little bit of power. There we go. And then stay to the right. And then roll round towards the left. And then on the power. Nice mate. Going up again, nice, and then a little bit of brake, lovely, top man, off the brake, over to the right, then the left, a little bit more power, nice, over to the left, off the power, and then over to the left, on the gas. Stay to the left down here mate, enjoyed it?
Really good fun.
Good. Stay all the way over to the left, a little bit of brake, a bit more brake, a bit more brake, off the brake right, now left, a little bit of gas, and then second, gone down to second mate, nice, right the way around to the left now bud, lovely, then back over towards the right, on the power, nice, up again, yeah, and then on the brakes, a bit more brake, off the clutch, now down, there we go, so just roll it right and then we'll go for the gear again, so clutch in, lovely, and then carry on. So when you do your braking, obviously clutch it for the downshifts, but make sure you don't hold the clutch in when you're braking. So I said off the clutch because if you clutch it when you go for the brake, you'll find that you'll just really struggle to stop. So stay off the clutch when you're braking, except for when you're changing it. Through towards the inside yellow, a little bit of gas, and then out towards the right, stay to the right, off the power, roll through to the left, a little bit of gas, nice, then on the power, go on, up again, a little bit of brake, off the brake, roll right, Now left. Nice mate. A little bit of gas. Over towards the left. In between the yellows, roll to the left hand side. On the gas. Stay to the left. Nice mate. Stay left. A little bit of brake. A bit more brake. Off the brake, roll right. Then left, in between them blues, a little bit of gas, and then down one, round towards the left, a little bit of gas, back to the right, on the power, up again. On the brake, a little bit more brake, down one. Now right, on the gas. Nice mate. Up again. And then off the power, stay to the right, touch a brake. A bit more, stay into the right. Off the brakes, roll to the inside yellow. A little bit of gas, out to the right hand side, stay right, off the power, down one, through to the left, and then on the gas. Nice one. Up again. Lovely mate. Keep going. On the brakes. Off the brakes, roll to the right, then the left, on the gas. Nice mate. That was good that. Through to the left and then on the power, go on the gas. On the brake. Lovely, stay left, off the brakes, roll to the right, and then stay to the right mate, down again, bring it back in. Enjoy it?
Yeah,
good.
Brilliant.
Good. Nice one. And then just loop it round on the end actually. Clutch him. Cool.
Amazing.
Fantastic matey, very well done, that was good.